Have you ever found yourself in your career just kind of stagnant, even though you were making money, just not happy? Well, our next guest made a drastic change and it might just inspire you. He started Mike.com. What is it? We're both going to find out. Chris joins us right now. And what was it like being on top of the world working as an investment banker for Goldman Sachs?
It was fine. It wasn't that much fun.
Oh, man. So when did you realize that you were having those feelings and what did you do about it?
Yeah, so I was lucky enough to be there for 2 years, and I had met my co-founder of Mike.com back in high school, actually. We've known each other for 15 years now, and he's an incredible editor and journalist. His name is Jake Horowitz, and he came to me with the idea of, young people are really passionate about changing the world. Young people want to talk about the issues that matter. They want to get informed. They're using the internet now to do that. And at the same time, the quality of online news is getting worse, and nobody's really focused on this generation. And so he said, hey, let's build the next great news brand for this generation, for our generation. And I said, Jake, you're awesome. You're the man. I'm going to do this with you. And so I left. I left Goldman in February of 2011. To start this with him, and we moved into a small apartment in Harlem because we didn't have any money, and that was our day one.
Now here's the question we probably all want to know. When you made that change and you told your parents, what did they say?
They said, are you sure about this? Was the first question. And then I said yes, and they said, you're crazy.
Well, they probably already knew that about you, Chris. I'm glad you made the change. Mike.com, 19 million monthly readers. Congratulations on that. But share with us this exciting partnership you have with Microsoft and Bing.
Yeah, so we've partnered with Microsoft ahead of these upcoming midterm elections to make sure we're getting the right information in front of voters at the right time. And so, if you look at the last midterm election, participation was not as high as in the presidential elections. It was actually much, much lower. And so Microsoft, Bing, and Mike are really focused on getting everybody engaged into the elections. So, if you go to bing.com/election, you can see in your state and local races, who's going to win and what the predictions are. And then if you check out My Ballot, you can actually see who the candidates are running, and you can compare them on the different issues that matter.
And Chris, what in particular impresses you the most about Bing?
I think one of the tools that I'm really excited about is when you go to this election portal, you'll see it'll actually pull your location automatically and pull up your state and tell you the relevant information you need. And then what gets me really, really excited actually is it encourages you to register to vote if you're not registered already, which is hugely important. So if you're not registered, get on there now and register to vote. And then as we get closer to the election day, it'll tell you how to vote, where your polling station is. And it's just a super comprehensive tool that's super easy. It's part of your daily routine. All of us are searching 100 times a day. And so it's a great tool to make it easy to know about these elections.
Well, that certainly is awesome. And before we go, we'd love to get some advice. You were doing great in one career and just decided, that wasn't your passion. What advice would you give to people thinking about changing to what their passion is?
The advice that I think resonates the most with me is it's going to be hard. Following your passion is always hard, and you've got these crazy roadblocks that you never expected. But if you're doing something that you really care about, you just ignore them, you put your head down, and you run right through them. And so there's really nothing like following your passion in terms of giving you energy, excitement, and getting other people on board. And so, I would say go for it. There's no better time than now to follow your passion. And it's not going to be easy, but it'll always be worth it.
Well, Chris, one thing's for sure. We're glad you put your head down and kept on moving. Congratulations on your success, you and your partners. And we're so appreciative that you could share time with us. Thanks.
Thank you, Con. Thank you for having me.